What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from MTG headquarters with my second attempt at some spoilers. The feedback was very positive. There were some helpful hints or advice, and I will continue to evolve this and put together a much better presentation. So, in the spirit of always releasing totally real cards on this channel that I've established through years of truthful reporting, I feel like I need to let you guys know these cards are not confirmed. It is all resting on basically a quote-unquote reliable source. This is not somebody that's been reliable to me, but he has spoiled cards, especially in the first Modern Masters set, that turned out to all be true. And I want to let you guys know these, again, are unconfirmed. So I don't know for sure, but I feel like the evidence is strong in the favor of them being true. So if they do become officially spoiled by Wizards, we will probably do another video with a little more detail. So let's get right into what was leaked the other day. So the first, Cryptic Command. Obviously, very popular modern card, 1 and 3 blue, that allows you to either counter target spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand, or tap all creatures your opponents control or draw a card. Ultra versatile, $40 plus non-foil, $60 to $70 foil version. Then we have All Is Dust. Again, these have not been officially spoiled, just officially leaked from a reliable source. Reliable such that many websites are posting them as true, so I feel like I want to go over them with you. This is a $20 non-foil and a $30 foil. Simply 7 mana. Each player sacrifices all colored permanents he or she controls. Then we have the command cycle. I'm told it's going to be in here. The Austere Command, which is one of the more expensive ones, $9 non-foil and $30 foil. For 6 mana, allows you to pick 2, destroy all artifacts, destroy all enchantments, destroy all creatures with converted mana cost of 3 or less, destroy all creatures with converted mana cost of 4 or greater. Extremely versatile spell. And one of the pieces of feedback is you guys wanted to have me talk a little bit about the decks that these things are in, and I think when they're officially spoiled, I'm going to do that. I didn't want to put too much research into them in case they turn out to not all be in the set. Dark Confidant. This is something I think most people expect. It hasn't been officially spoiled. It was a part of the original Modern Master set. This is a card that's way too expensive. $50 plus non-foil and $150 foil. It's played, but not nearly enough to be this expensive. You can make that same argument for a card like Damnation, which everyone has been clamoring for a reprint on. Unfortunately, it's just not played enough. I feel like we may see a Damnation reprint, probably not in Modern Masters. But anyway, Dark Confidant. Elesh Norn. This card definitely from New Phyrexia, $30 non-foil, $60 foil. 7 mana for a 4/7 vigilance. Other creatures you control get +2/+2, and creatures your opponents control get -2/-2. I remember trading this card away a lot when I was just getting back into the game because I'm like, 7 mana. But this card, all these cards make total sense to be reprinted. There are a lot of mythics in this list, so I'm not sure all of them could be in here. But this is what This is what has been leaked. Then we have Fulminator Mage. Definitely needs to be reprinted at a $40 non-foil and $75 foil. 1 and 2 black or red or any combination of, and sacrifice, destroy target non-basic land. Way too expensive card. $10 to $15 range would be ideal for this. Maybe 20, but 40 is really unobtainable. Then we have Goblin Guide. This one absolutely needs to get reprinted. Although we've seen the price come down a little bit at a $20 non-foil and $30 foil. These prices are like from TCG mids roughly. 2/2 haster, whenever attacks, opponent reveals top card of his or library. and if it's a land, that player puts it into their hand. This is a staple in many modern burn decks. I play it in my mono red burn deck. I have tried swapping out for like Swift Spear and things like that, or adding to it with Swift Spear. I feel like it's seeing a little less play, at least in my deck. But I don't know how that extends across the meta. But certainly, nice little rare reprint on this will probably bring in under $10. Here's another command, Incendiary Command. This is, just part of the cycle. Financially, didn't absolutely need to get reprinted, but one of the cards that will probably be important to the draft experience. For 5 mana, allows you to choose 2 and deals 4 damage to target player, or 2 damage to each creature, or destroy target non-basic land, or each player discards all the cards in his or hand, then draws that many cards. You don't see the discard that often in red, but it's an interesting card. No financial reason to reprint it, but again, it is part of the cycle. We have Iona, Shield of Emeria. This definitely needs to get reprinted from Zendikar. $30 9 foil, $80 foil for a 9 mana 7/7 flyer. It is an angel, so of course those foils will always be super spendy. As it enters the battlefield, choose a color. Your opponent can't cast spells of that color. Very, very strong. I'm sure very, very popular in EDH and many other formats. Doesn't need to be $30, for financial reasons, but also it's a sweet card to reprint, We have Kozilet, Butcher of Truth. Now, these ones, the Eldrazi, seem like a bigger stretch to me. Like, I believe a lot of the other cards. I don't want to speculate. This person has been very reliable in the past, but this is a ton of value. If all these are in this set, get your boxes now. But wait till they're officially spoiled, I think. You have $50 non-foil, $130 plus foil versions of this. When you cast Kozilet, draw 4 cards. It has Annihilator 4, and when it's put in the graveyard from anywhere, its owner shuffles his or her graveyard into his or her library. It's by the way, it's a 12/12. So, I have a misspelling there on the top, Kozilet. So at least I noticed it. Mox Opal. This would be would be crazy. All this value is insane. If all these cards are in the set, I suspect you'll see boxes. You'll never see a box for $250 if all these cards are in there. There's just no way. $50 non-foil and $110 foil. 0 mana with Metalcraft, meaning you can tap to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, only if you control 3 or more artifacts. So definitely played in Modern and very, very powerful card. And then we have Noble Hierarch. This card is way too expensive. Should be $20, not $50 in non-foil and $80 in foil. It's a very important card, played in many decks. I played in my Infect Modern deck. It's very important to me. I paid, when I bought it, I think my playset was like $200, so or more than $200. So, I'm going to take it on the chin when they reprint this a little bit, but whatever. I don't care. I want more people at modern events, and so I'm okay with it getting reprinted. For 0/1 with Exalted, so basically it's a mana dork that adds green, white, or blue, but also it's Exalted, which for me in my Infect deck, I use it's Exalted is what's important to me in most cases. I mean, the extra mana is also nice here and there, but it's a great card, needs a reprint badly. We have a Primal Command, $8 non-foil and $20 foil. So definitely needs a reprint. Target player gains 7 life, or put target non-creature permanent onto the top of its owner's library. Or target player shuffles their graveyard in his or her library, or search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand. Very, very powerful. It makes sense because we have the commands in standard now, so to reprint these other commands would be kind of interesting just to have all these commands floating around. Definitely happy to see that. We have the other command here, Profane Command. It's only $1, maybe $10 in a foil with X and double black. So this is a very cool card. Target player loses X life. Return target creature card with converted mana cost of X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Target creature gets -X, -X, or up to X creature cards gain fear till end of turn. I love fear. I love that they, I just love that ability. It reminds me of way back in the day when I played in Revised and things like that. I really enjoyed that ability. And then Splinter Twin. This list I know feels like a list of basically a laundry list of all the cards that need to get reprinted, and then the commands. So, I mean, certainly if these are all in there, it will be crazy. This is obviously played Splinter Twin. $25 non-foil, $40 foils. There was some talk of this going to Mythic, I thought. I didn't... I don't know. If they've reprinted at Mythic, then it's not going to do much for the price. But boy, a lot more value continues. The value continues here. We have Tezzeret the Seeker, $15 non-foil versions, and $40 foils. It's been reprinted before, I believe. 5-mana Planeswalker with 4 loyalty, untap up to 2 artifacts. Search your library for an artifact card with converted mana cost of X or less, put it into play, then shuffle your library. Or as -5 is artifacts you control become 5/5 artifact creatures until end of turn. Definitely a card that will make drafting and pulling fun, but it seems almost overshadowed by all this other crazy value. We have Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre, $40 non-foils, $80 foils. I just feel like these to be in Modern Masters seems like too crazy, but from what I can tell, here it is. 10/10 for 11. When you cast it, destroy target permanent, Annihilator 4, and it is indestructible. And when put in the grave from anywhere, its owner shuffles his or her graveyard into his or her library. So, what do you think about all these new leaks? Boy, if they're all in there, this set will be impossible to get. I'm already told that, I've been told by several sources that there's only going to be one print run of them. I could see maybe all these other cards being in there, but not the Eldrazi. Like, it just seems like the Eldrazi, I don't know. I could see them not being in there. The rest of these, the value would still be insane. But I guess we'll see. So I hope you guys enjoying the spoiler coverage. Remember, these are unconfirmed. As opposed, I will always tell you if they are or not confirmed. The ones I released the other day, of course, are confirmed. And as these get officially spoiled, if they all get officially spoiled or ones do, I will cover them probably on a weekly basis. And we'll talk a little bit about the decks that they go in and a little bit more than just the financial aspect. It's a learning process for me, and I appreciate your guys' feedback. And I hope you guys are enjoying this type of video. We've got Fatback Friday kicking off again this week, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, check out some of our most popular playlists from MTG vlogs, sick gameplay videos, new product breaks, and some insane vintage openings. I upload 3 to 4 new Magic the Gathering videos every week, so if you haven't already, please take a moment to crush that subscribe button to join one of the fastest growing Magic the Gathering channels on YouTube. Talk to you later.